consents to being nominated, confirming that the aspirant is a registered voter, is a citizen of Uganda by birth, and confirming, as the Commission said, as required by the law, that the aspirant has got the minimum academic qualifications, that they have attained at least advanced level standard or senior 6. So they're checking to confirm that the aspirant went to school. They're also confirming and checking those other particulars. The certificate indicating that the aspirant obtained the required numbers of supporters as required by the law. That the aspirant has paid the required nomination fee of 20 million shillings. So that's what is happening. That is, yeah. We thank members of the press for keeping the country and citizens of Uganda and everybody that is watching these proceedings, for keeping them informed of what is happening, because this is their exercise. This is the exercise of the people of Uganda, and what the Commission is doing is fulfilling that responsibility that it has. So we thank you, members of the press, for, since yesterday, actually since the roadmap started, the roadmap to the 2025-26 general election was first launched in July 2023, and again revised and relaunched in the presence of stakeholders in August 2024. And over time, a number of milestones on that roadmap have been undertaken, including demarcation of electoral areas at local government level, the organization of polling stations, mapping of persons with disabilities to polling stations, the first major nationwide mapping of persons with disabilities to establish who they are, where they are, what kind of disabilities they have, what needs to be done to ensure that there is greater inclusivity in the electoral process by persons with disabilities. And one of the things that the Commission has done and endeavors to do is to make sure, for instance, that on events of this nature and others, that there is sign language interpretation or translation. And you can see we have Mebo Murunji there for those who understand the language of sign language. And then the commission undertook the update of the National Voters Register. Period was given when voters who had the opportunity to, those who are not on the register, to register as voters. Those who were new voters to register as new voters after attaining the required age. There was also the opportunity for those who wish to make transfers from one voting location to another to do so as provided for in the law. There was a period for the display of the voters register at the various levels. And fast forward now, we are in this nomination process, which started with nominations at local government level, and elections of special interest groups, the youth, older persons, and persons with disabilities. And now we are here for nominations for the people that are aspiring to the top position in the land. When the roadmap was announced, 23rd and 24th of September looked to be very far, but now we're on the last day, 24th. So you're welcome.
Back to school just got 3 times bigger. Best go fees with Airtel Money and stand a chance to win 300,000 shillings today. That's 100 winners every week and 120 million in prizes to be won. Don't miss out. Use the My Airtel app or dial *185*6# now. Tamwe Woma with Airtel Money. Airtel Money, instant, secure, borderless. Is regulated by Bank of Uganda. This promotion is approved by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board. TSCs apply.
Well, what is happening right now is the commissioners of the Electoral Commission are perusing through the documents of Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, who happens to be the NUP flag bearer and the sixth person today and yesterday who have come at the proposed site for the Electoral Commission headquarters. That is the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Justice Simon Byabakama. I see him doing some mathematics, doing some calculation there, signing papers. Well, this is a tough time because before he pronounces himself that you've been duly, let me just wait for that statement. Maybe he's about to speak. Well, before he pronounces himself, you cannot be very sure because we saw Elton Joseph Mabirizi. Okay, let's listen.
Distinguished guests, we've been scrutinizing and verifying the nomination papers of the aspirant, and we are satisfied he has fulfilled the requirements of the Presidential Elections Act. Therefore, I, Justice Byabakama Mugenyi Simon, being the returning officer for the nomination of presidential candidates, declare Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert a duly nominated candidate in respect of the presidential elections 2026, he having fulfilled the nomination requirements under the Presidential Elections Act, Chapter 179, Laws of Uganda. You are now a candidate. Congratulations. Right. You are required to append or affix your signature or that of your agent on this paper to confirm that indeed you have attended. So please, your agent or yourself, whichever. How sure? You have lost. Okay. Candidate Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert, as a duly nominated candidate, you are required to observe the following. 1, you are to appoint an official agent who will coordinate your campaign meetings and media program, and also attend meetings on your behalf where necessary. Secondly, you are to avail the commission with a schedule of your campaign meetings and media program as soon as practicable, so as to facilitate the smooth harmonization of all the candidates' campaign programs countrywide before you embark on your campaign schedule, which officially begins on 29th of September. You're also to sign a memorandum of understanding with the Electoral Commission on compliance with the harmonized campaign program, timelines, and guidelines. Although the campaigns kick off on 29th, however, you are at liberty today to meet your supporters, since we could not allow them, all of them in here, at a designated place, either to roll out your manifesto or greet your supporters. You are at liberty to do that. The commission is also required, upon nomination, to avail you a soft copy of the voters register, the national voters register. And we have this soft copy here. I ask your agent to come and pick it. Yeah. No. Furthermore, under Section 23 of the Presidential Elections Act, the Commission is required to ensure that the relevant organs of the state provide you, during the entire campaign period, your protection, both on the road, on the campaign trail, or not even on the campaign trail, wherever you want to go, and also at home. To that extent, therefore, we are going to hand over to you a security vehicle together with the security personnel who will be guarding you at all times. The vehicle is at our cost. The fuel, the driver, the guards protecting you are all at our cost, even maintenance of the vehicle. Thereafter, we have a media tent. You may want to address the media and talk to the people of Uganda. It is at your will. But for now, can we go and we hand over to you your security vehicle and the security personnel. Thank you very much.
So, please, you. Thank you very much. Please, the candidate.
Come back to the Electoral Commission here in Rwezalubowa, and the presidential nominations are still happening, and this is the last candidate. The Honorable Robert Sentamu Kyagulanyi is now proceeding to be handed over the security detail that is his. It will be a 16-man security detail, and this detail is both for his home and his personal movement, and also, as said by the Electoral Commission, this detail is catered for by the Electoral Commission. The personnel, the driver, the car, the fueling, wherever he's moving, the cost is met by them. He will be proceeding out, as we see he and his will be proceeding out, and they'll be moving straight to where the detail is, and then the chairperson of the Electoral Commission will be handing him over the car. Then he'll be addressed by the commander of the security detail, who will in turn give a brief. Also, there'll be, in case he has any challenges with security detail. He is coming and walking out of the tent. He and his wife and a delegation of about 10 to 20 people who are with him. Most of them the executive of the National Unity Platform. Who is there? Lois Rubongoya, who is moving with him. You will also see the Chief Whip, Nambeshe, who is also with him there. He has a whole team that is going and escorting him to be able to receive the brief of this transportation. And his car, this transportation is not to be indulged by the candidate. It is only for the security detail. He, the candidate, has to find his own means of transport to be able to move from one place to another. We also see quite a number of members. The Honorable Ronald, the principal, to receive. He's actually a candidate. He's not
Sentamu, the new principal and flag bearer for the presidential elections 2026, has officially been nominated by the Electoral Commission. All requirements needed, Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu has presented them, and the Electoral Commission is very satisfied. Now he's heading to the vehicle that is being given, and this is for his security. Wherever he goes, he's supposed to have 24/7 protection from today till the entire process is done. Now, interesting this time, these candidates are only given a patrol vehicle, that double cabin. It has a 16-man crew. The days of my guest in studio, Samuel Walter Rubega Mukaku, they were given a security vehicle. They were given a vehicle for the candidate to traverse the country. And I remember they contributed 8 million non-refundable. This time it has been 20 million non-refundable. But during their days, you would contribute 8 million, but then you would be given 20 million. Now, things are tougher for this time round, for the candidates that are that are already been nominated. We can say 6 of them are now fully nominated, bring to the end of what we began with, because by closure of business yesterday, we had 5 candidates, and today morning, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission informed us that also General Gregory Mugisha Muntu had fulfilled the requirements issued with the certificate, and he was duly nominated. Now, this brings the number to 6 candidates who are going to appear on the ballot paper, unless any changes. But as we see things, no change. It is 6. Now, Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu will address the media, as it has been the norm for every candidate who has been nominated.
Our seats here. Protocol team, please get me an umbrella for the candidate.
Yeah, address it alone. But you need an umbrella.
No president, now a presidential candidate for 2026, making the total of 6 men that are going to appear on the ballot paper. Don't ask me where are the ladies.
Protocol team,
because unlike previously, this time around we seem not to have any lady having met the requirements of the Electoral Commission. Nancy Kalembe had expressed interest, and a number of women had expressed and picked nomination forms, but when it comes to fulfilling the requirements, we've not seen any. Well, let's go to Robert Kyagulanyi.
You are welcome to address the nation. We have 20 minutes here. You can talk to us for 10 minutes and then take some questions from members of the press. You are welcome, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, before I say anything, I want to take this opportunity to pay tribute to our former Deputy President, Mama Jolly Mugisha, who passed away on the 24th of September last year. Today is exactly 1 year since we lost Mama Jolly. Mama Jolly was always a pillar of strength and courage within us. We strongly believe that today has fallen on this day, not by coincidence. Maybe there's a message that we are getting from the Almighty. Mama Jolly, rest in peace. We shall make you proud. We shall never give up your dreams. Fellow Ugandans, ladies and gentlemen, comrades in the struggle, I am deeply humbled and profoundly honored to accept your nomination to be the next president of the Republic of Uganda for the year 2026 to 2031, not 1926